I think for us, the watershed moment was one winning the ESL tender, which came out of nowhere, and within 4 months it was done. And that for me is a starting point of this EV journey for Tata Motors. Nobody expected us to win, and I'm also aware that a lot of catcalls at that time, which I think we just ignored and proceeded. And then came the whole Nexon EV launch, which when we saw the product and the launch and the customer, it was clear that we had a blockbuster. As luck would have it, COVID hit us at that time, and therefore the real acceleration of what Nexon could have done took a little bit of time. But in hindsight, that actually gave us a lot of time to sharpen our plans, put it all together. And when the customer came out of it, actually, there's also a need for there is a heightened sense of responsibility that the customer is also coming in. So, which means that Nexon, when it started really moving forward, that is when we realized there is an opportunity here. So this actually has been in the works for the last 1 year. And the first round of conversations started in September last year. And it took us a good 2, 3, 4 months to actually shape the plan and get it to something which we can say, at least take it back to the chairman, saying that this is something that we can work with. And chairman being chairman, it all bounced back, and then we were asked to step up the aspiration many fold, and that was actually great because he has really set the bar high, and that helped us shape the thinking. And I think the first round of banker conversations in terms of trying to see, is this idea what we are sitting, is it all just between me, Shailesh, trying to cook something up, or is there something saleable in this? I think that all started in February last year, February, this year. February, March, April, when you cook it. And then you realize there is something in this that can make a difference. It's not a tech story. It is actually an India story. One, there is very little India story out there. So there is a scarcity out there. Second, of course, is there is a very clear consumer story here. There's an ecosystem story here. There's a sustainability story here. And there is a market disruption of a story here. That when it all came together, you realize you got something out there that can really make a difference. But that's the hard bones of the deal. That doesn't make a deal. I think for me, the watershed moment is when we took the deal into TPG Rice and the first top-to-top conversations happened. It is very clear that the purpose got aligned on day one. Both of us were seeing it identical. Both of us were the level of trust, transparency, and ambition that we are going after was phenomenal. And that meant that the first conversation happened, about 6-7 weeks back. And we don't have a deal in hand in 8 weeks' time of this size.